Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chef Harel, in your oral and written presentations, you have shared police concerns about seizure, cultivation at home, about compensation. And if I understood correctly, your concerns are specifically about the restitution of property, that is, that the police forces would have to keep and return the cannabis plan. Yes, because under the bill as it stands, we would like to be exempted specifically when it comes to cannabis plants. Can you imagine police forces being responsible for the property and we have to return the police cannabis? Are we supposed to look after and tend these plants or compensate people because we lost the plants? So this is a huge issue for municipalities and provinces, and the costs are very high. Police forces are not warehouses. And these are also issues from a public health and occupational health and safety point of view. I would like to thank you.
Your brief at page 4. The question has been raised earlier on by my colleagues, and I read it. We also ask the federal government to enact strict security clearance requirements that would safeguard against criminal organization becoming licensed grower, as has been observed in the medical marijuana regime. In fact, your text should read enact stricter security clearance requirements, because the requirement or the clearance regulation that has been applied for the medical marijuana regime has shown that they are not sufficient to prevent organized crime to move into the domain of legal medical marijuana sale. So in fact, should we not be concerned to have much more vetting of companies that require a license to grow marijuana, because according to the past experience, they were not sufficient, in fact, or tight enough to prevent organized crime to move in.
Maybe Deputy Chief Sir could add to that, but that's why we're asking both regimes to be merged together. And there's some disposition in the therapeutic cannabis medical regime where people can grow for others, and that's one concern that we have. So I don't know, Deputy Chief Sir, could you add to the question of Senator?
Deputy Chief Sir?
Yeah, we absolutely are asking for enhanced security checks. We are also advocating that we need to have it on an ongoing basis. There needs to be routine audits of those who are involved in the industry to ensure that organized crime and their money is not infiltrating the system. So that needs to be on an ongoing basis, and there certainly needs to be resources in place to ensure that that happens, because if there is an opportunity or if there is not enough regulations, they will find a way to get into the system.
Thank you. Chef Harel, à la question de ma collègue, la sénateur.
Chef Harel, Senator Dupuis asked you a question, and in response, you referred to an RCMP study on the activities of organized crime in medical marijuana. Could you send us that study, please? I know that it has been released under access to information, so I will check with my colleagues at the RCMP and see if I can send it to you. Thank you.
Pleasure to welcome you. Chef Harel, merci. And Deputy Chief Sir, thank you so much for being available this morning. Meeting is adjourned.